In the year 2246, the human ship Horizon Star drifted through the quiet darkness of space. It was a research vessel, not meant for war or conquest. Its mission was to understand the unknown, chart new systems, and avoid conflict where possible. But space was wide, ancient, and filled with civilizations far older than humanity. Some were friendly, some were not. And some simply did not know humans yet. Among the crew was a young engineer named Aaron Hale, a quiet man with calm eyes and careful hands. He was not a soldier, not a commander, and not someone who wanted to be a hero. He fixed engines, tightened wires, programmed maintenance drones, and kept the ship breathing. He liked silence. He liked order. He liked knowing what he was doing. But deep inside, he was lonely, and he did not know why. The Horizon Star entered a region of space filled with drifting crystal structures that sparkled like frozen lightning. Scientists called it the Veil Nebula Shard Field, beautiful, dangerous, and completely unexplored. As the crystal fragments reflected light from distant stars, the entire region glowed like an ocean of silver and purple mist. No known maps, the captain warned. Everyone on alert. That should have been the end of it. Slow travel. Careful observation. No surprises. But fate does not ask for permission. On the 5th day inside the shard field, they detected a signal. It was not a distress call. Not a message of war. It was music, soft, distant, and full of harmony. So calm it made the entire bridge fall silent. No words, just emotion. Source? The captain asked. Unknown, the scanner officer replied. Non-human structure ahead. They approached slowly, like travelers stepping into a dream. And there it was. A floating city like a blossom of metal and glass petals. Transparent walkways, shimmering lights, water flowing inside sealed tubes, a place elegant and quiet, like a drifting temple. And from that peaceful place came a single small vessel. It glided forward gracefully without any weapons visible. Commander, they're hailing us, the communication officer said. Put it on. The screen flickered. A figure appeared. She was not human. Her skin was pale silver with faint lines of blue light running through it, like veins of energy. Her eyes were bright and gentle, shaped like a crescent moon. And she was calm, so calm that simply seeing her felt like peace. My name is Lyra, she said. I am a waykeeper of the Aliens. You have entered our quiet space. We welcome you, no threats, no demands, no fear. The humans were relieved and curious. The captain sent a small diplomatic team to the Alien city. Engineers were included to inspect the docking systems. Aaron went along holding his tool case like a shield. He expected cold metal floors and technical panels. But the interior of the city was almost alive. The walls were smooth like carved stone glowing softly. The air was warm and smelled like flowering trees. And there she was. Lyra, waiting to greet them. Her movements were slow and graceful, as if she never rushed anything. She spoke softly, her voice like quiet water in a stream. We are caretakers of the shard field, she explained. These crystals are memories, left by stars long gone. We protect them. We listen to them. They hold songs. The captain exchanged diplomatic words with her, but Aaron barely spoke. He walked in the back, observing, thinking, trying not to be seen. Yet she saw him. Her eyes met his, calm and warm. You are not comfortable here, she said quietly. Aaron blinked. I just fix machines. I am not used to speaking with new civilizations. That is all right, Lyra said. Not every voice must be loud to be important. He did not know how to answer that. No one had ever said something like that to him. Hours passed. The tour continued. Talks were held. Agreements were made. But then, during a systems test for docking compatibility, something went wrong. The crystal shard field around the city suddenly pulsed with energy. A silent wave of light rushed outward. Machines flickered. Lights dimmed. The entire structure shuddered like an animal startled awake. Energy surge, the Illyrian technicians shouted. Aaron ran forward instinctively, scanning the system. It's overloading from feedback reflection, he said. The resonance patterns are amplifying each other. The Illyrian technicians looked at him with confusion. They understood energy, but not resonance-based mechanical feedback loops. Their technology was elegant, fluid, grown from harmonic design, not engineered with bolts and wires. Aaron grabbed a manual override panel, his hands flying across the interface. But the system didn't respond. It was built around touch-based harmonic commands, not human logic. Lyra rushed beside him. "What must I do?" she asked. Aaron swallowed. I need your help to synchronize with the console." "I'll guide you. Just follow my timing." She nodded. Their hands moved, his quick and precise, hers graceful and steady. Her fingers brushed his only once. But in that single moment, before either of them understood it, something passed between them, like a spark. Like an echo. Like memory. Like destiny recognizing itself. Aaron felt warmth in his chest. Something soft, something quiet, something that felt like belonging. Lyra's eyes widened slightly. Not in fear, but in recognition. As if she had been waiting for this moment her entire life and did not know it until now. Together, their hands pressed the console in synchronized rhythm. The panels lit, the harmonic resonance shifted, the city stabilized, the crystals quieted, the energy wave faded, silent calm returned. Everyone around them sighed with relief. But Aaron and Lyra were still frozen in that moment, their hands still touching. The world around them moved again. Voices spoke. The captain thanked her people. The diplomatic group discussed returning to the ship. But for Aaron and Lyra, everything had changed. They separated their hands slowly, but the feeling did not leave. Lyra looked at him, not with curiosity, not with politeness, but with something deeper. "You felt it too," she whispered. Aaron nodded. "I don't understand it, but yes." Her voice was almost trembling, just a little. "We have a word for such a moment among my people. An absolute meeting, a connection that is not chosen but found." Aaron exhaled. He tried to speak, but no words came. It was just one touch, 1 second. But fate had already moved, and neither of them would be able to go back to how things were before. The Horizon Star returned to normal routine after the energy surge, but Aaron Hale could not forget the moment that changed him. He went back to his engineering station, checking coolant levels and recalibrating power flow like always. Yet everything felt different. His hands moved, but his mind drifted, always back to Lyra. He tried to tell himself that it meant nothing. A brief moment in an alien city, working side by side to stop a system malfunction. Just cooperation. Just teamwork, simple, but the feeling would not fade. It was warm, steady, and deep, like a quiet voice inside him saying, "You are no longer alone." The next morning, the Horizon Star prepared to continue diplomatic exchange. Supplies, data, and cultural information were being traded. The Illyrian city floated outside like a calm lantern in the cosmic mist. "Delegation team, prepare to return," the captain ordered. Aaron did not ask to join. There was no reason to. An engineer was not required for diplomacy. Yet when assignments were posted, his name appeared. He stared at the list in silence. Another engineer, Mira, leaned close and whispered, "Looks like someone made an impression yesterday." Aaron flushed slightly. It was just a technical emergency. Anyone would have done it. "Maybe," Mira said with a small smile. "But not everyone connects with an alien priestess like they've known each other for years." Aaron opened his mouth to argue, then closed it. Because Mira was right. It wasn't normal, it wasn't logical, it was something else. The delegation moved through the docking airlock once more. The Illyrian city welcomed them with the same warm light and calm air. This time Aaron walked without hiding behind the group. He kept his head high, his steps quiet but steady, and there she was. Lyra had been waiting. She stood near the entrance, hands folded in front of her, her expression calm. But the calm had changed. It held something small and fragile inside it. Something careful, something hopeful. When her eyes found Aaron, the rest of the hall seemed to fade. "I am glad you returned," she said softly. Aaron did not know how to speak in beautiful ways like she did. He only nodded. I'm glad to see you again." Their words were simple, but the meaning behind them was not. The captain and diplomats moved ahead to speak with Illyrian officials. But Lyra stepped aside and motioned for Aaron to walk with her. "Come, I want to show you something." They walked through quiet halls made of smooth crystalline material. The walls glowed softly, responding to their presence. Water-like light flowed through channels in the ceiling, casting reflections that moved like gentle waves. "This city is a sanctuary," Lyra said, "a place built to listen to the songs of stars. My people believe the universe has memory, that light carries emotion, that every event leaves an echo." Aaron listened carefully. "Your technology? It seems alive." "It is shaped by harmony," Lyra said. "We do not force materials to obey us. We ask them to move with us," Aaron smiled quietly. "Humans usually force things to work. We break metal, weld pieces, replace parts." She looked at him with gentle amusement. "Yet yesterday you worked with us. You listened, you matched the rhythm without trying." Aaron stopped walking. He didn't know what to say. He didn't understand how she saw him so clearly when even humans rarely noticed him. Lyra stopped too. She faced him directly. "There is something I must ask," she said, her voice soft. "When our hands touched, what did you feel?" Aaron swallowed. His chest felt tight, not painful, but heavy with meaning. "It felt like something inside me woke up," he said slowly. "Like I had been waiting for something, but I didn't know what. Until that moment." Lyra closed her eyes for a brief second as if steadying herself. When she opened them again, they shone with quiet emotion. "In my culture," she said, "we believe that when two souls are aligned by fate, they recognize each other the moment they touch. It is rare. Most Illyrians never experience it. We call it Terran Soul, the meeting of true paths." Aaron breathed out, the words sinking into him. "Terran Soul," he repeated softly. She nodded. "It means that your life and my life are now connected." Aaron felt his heartbeat quicken, not with fear but with something pure and strong. "I don't know much about fate," he admitted, "but I don't want to ignore what I felt." Lyra stepped closer, not touching, just near enough that he could feel her presence. "Then we face what comes," she said. They walked again, but now the air felt different, warmer, brighter, heavier with meaning. Lyra led him to a large open chamber. It looked like a garden, but with no soil. Trees grew from pillars of crystal, their leaves glowing softly. Streamlike currents of energy flowed through the floor like clear water. "This is the Hall of Still Echoes," she said. "A place for listening. Come." They stepped into the center. The air hummed, gentle and slow. Lyra raised her hand and the crystal branches above them lit with soft music. Not music made by instruments. Music made by memory. Aaron listened. He heard laughter. He heard quiet voices. He heard something that felt like home, even though it was alien. "This is the memory of peace," she said. "The history of calm hearts." Aaron closed his eyes. He did not know how long they stood there. Minutes. Hours. Time felt unimportant. But then, the music changed. A low, distant tremor moved through the crystal floor. The lights dimmed slightly. The calm air shifted, just enough to feel like a change in the wind. Lyra's eyes opened slowly. "Something is coming," she said. Aaron stepped closer. "Danger?" "Not yet," she whispered. "But soon." She walked toward one of the room's pillars. With her touch, it projected a map of the star field. A moving ripple of energy approached the shard field. "A storm of cosmic resonance," she explained. "A shard wind. When it passes through, the crystal memories become unstable. Cities like ours must shift positioning to harmonize with the wave." Aaron nodded. "So you'll move the whole city to a safer orbit?" "Yes," Lyra said. "But as our stabilizing engines were damaged during yesterday's surge. Repairs are ongoing. We need more time." Aaron thought for a few seconds. Then his voice steadied. "Can help." She looked at him with quiet faith, like she already knew he would say that. They went to the engine chamber. Illyrian. Stabilizers were delicate structures of crystal filaments, glowing energy threads and harmonic resonance amplifiers. Human engineering was direct. Illyrian technology was graceful. But Aaron had already learned something important. If he listened, not forced, he could understand it. Lyra stood beside him, working with smooth precision. The two of them matched rhythm without speaking. One adjusted the resonance plates, the other recalibrated flow patterns. Their movements matched like two hands of the same mind. Other Illyrians watched, not with suspicion but with quiet wonder. "He moves like one of us," one whispered. "No," another replied. "They move as one." Hours passed. Work was steady. The storm signal continued approaching, but slowly. Then something shifted. The chamber lights flickered. A pulse of energy rippled through the city. Aaron steadied his equipment. The storm wave is accelerating. We have less time than expected. Lyra nodded. We must finish now. Their hands moved faster, still in harmony. No panic. No fear, just trust. Finally, the resonance plates locked into alignment. The stabilizers glowed with bright, warm light. It's ready, Aaron said. Lyra touched the activation crystal. The city hummed, deep, steady, unified. The storm wave arrived. The shard field outside pulsed with blinding light. The entire chamber shook. But the city remained balanced, steady, held by the stabilizers Aaron and Lyra repaired together. The danger passed. Silence returned. Lyra turned to Aaron, her eyes bright with relief and something warmer. You saved us, she said. Aaron shook his head. We saved each other. Their eyes held each other. No words were needed. But the moment could not last. A communication alert sounded. The Horizon Star was requesting immediate return. Human Command wanted a report. Diplomats needed to leave. Lyra's expression softened, but sadness touched her voice. You must go. For now. Aaron's chest tightened. Will I see you again? Lyra stepped closer, close enough that the air felt like a heartbeat between them. Our paths have already crossed, she said. And fate does not make mistakes. Aaron nodded slowly. Then I'll come back. Lyra gave a quiet, gentle smile, small, real, and full of meaning. I will be waiting. The Horizon Star left the Illyrian city behind, drifting slowly through the crystal shard field. On the human ship, everything looked the same. Metal corridors, control panels, quiet hum of engines. But Aaron Hale felt different. Every step he took felt heavier, like he had left something behind. Or maybe someone. He returned to his engineering bay and worked quietly, tightening panels and scanning energy levels. His co-workers noticed the change. Mira, his fellow engineer, watched him for a moment before speaking. You're thinking about her again? Aaron did not deny it. Yes. Mira leaned against a control console. I've seen people fall for other crew members. But falling for someone from another species, another culture, that's rare. Aaron continued adjusting a power relay. It wasn't just feelings. There was something real, something I cannot explain. It's like we matched. Mira nodded slowly. Then I guess the question is, what are you going to do about it? Aaron paused, his hand hovering in the air. He didn't know. While Aaron struggled with his heart, something much larger was happening. The cosmic shard storm that passed earlier was only the beginning. A stronger wave was forming outside the nebula. One that could shake the entire region. The Illyrian city would not survive without help. Their stabilizers could handle small waves, but the next one would be too strong, and humanity had just received the report. The captain called the senior crew to the command room. Aaron stood silently near the back, listening as the captain explained. We have detected a large resonance wave heading toward the shard field. It will reach the Illyrian city in 36 hours. If we do nothing, their city could break apart. The officers whispered among themselves. Some were concerned. Others were hesitant. The captain continued. We could help stabilize the wave using our ship's energy projectors. But our ship will take heavy strain, possibly damage. One officer spoke sharply. Captain, we are not responsible for their structures. Our mission is to observe, not interfere. Another added, if we risk our ship, we endanger our own people. Aaron stepped forward before he even realized he had moved. We must help them. The room fell silent. All eyes turned to him. The captain frowned. Aaron, you are an engineer, not command staff. Aaron took a slow breath. His voice was steady but full of emotion. They helped us. They welcomed us. They trusted us. They didn't have to. They could have been hostile. But they chose peace. He looked around the room. If we can save them, then we should. Not because of politics, but because it is right. The room remained quiet. Then the captain asked the question everyone already knew the answer to. This is not just duty for you, is it? Aaron met her eyes. No, it's personal. But that doesn't make it wrong. The captain studied him for a long moment. Finally, she nodded. Prepare the energy projectors. Set course back to the Illyrian city. We help them. Aaron exhaled. Relief and fear mixed together. Mira clapped his shoulder. Looks like fate chose you, huh? Aaron didn't smile. His heart was too full. The horizon star returned to the shard field, pushing through waves of glowing energy. The Illyrian city shimmered ahead, beautiful but fragile. When the communication link opened, Lyra appeared on the screen. Her expression softened when she saw Aaron. "You came back?" she whispered. Aaron stepped closer. "I said I would." Lyra's voice held quiet emotion. "The storm grows stronger. We may not be able to hold. We're here to help," Aaron said. "Together." Her eyes shone not with sorrow but with hope. The two worked side by side again, but this time not inside calm halls. This time the city shook around them. Crystals flickered. Lights pulsed. The air vibrated with growing pressure. Outside, the horizon glowed with storm energy, silver lightning curling like liquid fire across the void. Aaron and Lyra entered the stabilizer core chamber, the place that had brought them together. Aaron connected human energy lines to Illyrian harmonic nodes. Lyra synchronized resonance frequencies to match human power output. The machines began to hum together, two different technologies, two different worlds now moving as one. But the storm wave approached faster. The city trembled. A crystal pillar cracked, sending shards across the floor. Aaron shielded Lyra without thinking. She looked up at him, eyes wide. "You protect others without thinking," she whispered. "You do the same," he replied. The storm hit. Energy surged like a great wave crashing against the city. The stabilizer core glowed bright white. Aaron and Lyra held their positions. Their hands moved, together like before. One touch had awakened the bond. Now the bond held their worlds together. The energy was too strong. Systems began to overload. Lyra's voice trembled. "If the overload continues, the city will shatter. Someone must manually disperse the energy from the external array." Aaron's eyes widened. "External array? That means going outside the shield." Lyra lowered her head. "Yes, it is dangerous. The storm could tear apart anyone who steps into it." Aaron knew what she was thinking. "You were going to do it alone," he said quietly. Lyra did not deny it. Aaron stepped closer. "You are not alone anymore." She met his eyes. For a moment the storm felt silent. Then he spoke. "I'll go." Lyra reached out, her hand trembling. "You could die." Aaron gently touched her hand. "Just like the first time. Life is not measured by how long it lasts," he said softly, "but by who we choose to stand with." Her eyes glistened. "Then I stand with you." Together they went to the external platform, where the city met open space. There was no gravity, no ground, only glowing crystal, the vast darkness and the roaring storm. Energy lashed around them like living lightning. Aaron connected the manual dispersal device. Lyra worked beside him, guiding resonance flow with her voice. Her voice, gentle, powerful, rose like song against the storm. The city shook. The storm screamed. Aaron tightened the final connection and pulled the lever. A wave of calm energy burst outward. The storm slowed, dimmed, faded. The city held. Silence. Returned. Aaron and Lyra floated together in the quiet after the storm. The shard field sparkled softly around them like stars falling in slow motion. They looked at each other. No fear. No confusion. Only understanding. Lyra spoke first. "The storm is over. The city is safe." Aaron nodded slowly, breathing out. "We did it. Together." She moved closer. Quiet, graceful. "We are Terran soul," she whispered. Two souls aligned by fate. Aaron felt it again, that warm, deep certainty. He took her hand gently. "And I choose you," he said. Lyra's voice trembled like a soft song. "And I choose you." When they returned to the city, the Illyrians bowed their heads in respect. Humans watched silently, seeing something rare, something pure. The captain smiled softly. "Looks like the universe made its decision." Aaron looked at Lyra. He knew his life would never return to what it was. Some journeys do not lead home. Some journeys create home. And sometimes, their hands touch once. Fate does the rest.